So there seem to be a lot of Canadian stereotypes out there, isn't it? So in this video, I'll be talking about few Canadian stereotypes, and we're starting right now. Hi guys, my name is Bernard and welcome back to my channel. I make videos about life in Canada as a migrant. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you subscribe. So since I started making these videos, a lot of people have been asking me questions about Canada. So let's get right to it, shall we? The first stereotype I want to talk about is the weather. People always ask me if Canada is very cold. Yes, Canada is very cold, but Canada is not cold throughout the year. Believe me or not, Canada has got some warm weather. This is an interesting topic because, here in Alberta, where I'm living right now, the summer, which is the warm weather, starts around April to October. That's about 5-6 months. But because I'm from tropical climate, I always feel like it's a couple weeks, By the time summer starts and by the time you try to enjoy the warm weather, and before you know it, it's gone. We're back to snowing. So snow, the winter season could be about 5 to 6 months as well. But it feels longer because you're stuck inside or you can't do too much outside. So it is interesting to say that I do find Canada sometimes extremely warm compared to Uganda, where I was born and raised. So what even fascinates me sometimes, some of my white friends assume that since I'm from tropical climate, I must be used to hot weather. Well, I'm used to warm but not hot, because I believe in Uganda, we get about 26 to 30 degrees Celsius max. So Canadian summers sometimes they can be extremely hot, even for Africans. So the bottom line here is Canada is not always cold. Got it? Good. The second stereotype that I want to talk about is Canada always say the word sorry a lot. Okay, maybe this one is true. I really don't know what it is about Canadian culture that make them so apologetic. But Canadians are always apologizing. If I can document how many times I have apologized since I came here, that document will take me forever to make, because I feel like I am apologizing all the time and I'm not yet a Canadian. For example, I have apologized to a tree for walking into it, and I have apologized for someone else bumping into me. So I feel like I'm always apologizing. But frankly speaking, I feel like being apologetic is a good culture. It creates a sense of respect and dignity. But don't get it twisted though. Canada has their fair share of jerks, just like the rest of the world. The third stereotype: free health care is bad. That is absolutely false. And I think this stereotype is brought up a lot by Americans because they have to pay for their health care. So here in Canada, once you're not feeling well, or you went to a car accident, or any type of injury, you can go to emergency room for $0. $0. I can't emphasize that enough. So hear me out. Even if you need an open heart surgery or you need cancer treatment, you can get that done for free at $0. No money, no worries. The last stereotype: Tim Hortons is overconsumed. I don't even know if I pronounced that right, but you know what I mean. Yep, that stereotype is true. And let me tell you one funny story. So when I just landed in Canada for the first time in Toronto, there was this big billboard which said, "Welcome to Canada." And a few seconds after that, an ad popped up and it was like, "Tim Hortons coffee for $1.99." So in my mind, when I converted that money to Ugandan shilling, I just realized that a cup of coffee was costing me 5,000 Uganda shilling. I almost had a heart attack. So anyway, back to the point. So usually here, when you're going for a drive, or even early morning, if you're going for work, you have to stop at Tim's to grab a cup of coffee. Even right now, in the world of COVID-19, most of the restaurants are closed, but Tim is still open. I don't know what's inside Tim's, but it is addictive and it can cost you a lot of money in the long run. When I was trying to read online, I was curious, what would be the average consumption rate for a Canadian? I realized that on average, you can spend up to $500 a year just on coffee. That's a lot of money. So to recap everything I mentioned in this video, free healthcare is amazing, Tim Hortons is overconsumed, Canadian Stereotype sorry allowed, and Canada is not always cold. Please stay home during this pandemic to protect your family, friends, and our medical system from being overwhelmed. Let me know your thoughts by leaving a comment below, because I really love interacting with you guys. Mwebale nnyo, Omukama abankumire.